Nothing like cursed shadow magic armor that takes over your apprentice.
Who hasn't had cursed shadow magic armor take over their apprentice?
Has this happened to you once, twice, 5 times?
Chud Potemkin.
Chud Potemkin.
Or Chud Potemkin or something. I'm going to address Wilbur, and I'm going to say, all right, let's get the basics out of the way. Are you a creature possessing Wilbur, or is Wilbur evil now?
Yeah, and it just, like, it smiles. It's like, tell me why I can't see.
You can't see because you're in the presence of a powerful angelic being. And if you opened your eyes for even a moment, you'd be vaporized instantaneously. And I look at one of the forest creatures and go, powerful angelic being, make something, do something.
Right, and the snow frost and the gold frost just, like, light up little fairy fire dance, right? Ding! Right? And just a blood-curdling laugh of, like, snide overconfidence.
Do you have something in your throat there? Might be some of the ants, actually.
It puts its hand to Wilbur's throat, right? And you can see the hand is trying to not reach. It's overpowering him, right? And he's like, yes, talk more.
Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. It's like, okay, I'm leaning towards evil possessing, even leaning towards possessing here instead of you've made Wilbur evil, which, good. That's definitely the better of the two options, in my opinion. Where do you come from, creature? Demon? Guessing demon. Gonna throw demon out there. I know that you guys don't say it all the time. We don't like labels, but, demon.
Yeah, once again, you get that same laughter, right? As it says, I'm from hell.
Oh, devil. Yeah, that was close. It's one of the two.
God.
All right, devil. What do you want?
Right, and it like moves its hand. It's now taken away from Wilbur's throat, right? And it moves around a little bit. It says, "This body's not bad."
Oh, you can't see, and I don't think that backpack's gonna do his spine any favors.
Yeah, right. Just drops the bag.
Oh no, that's just rude. What'll it take you to get you out of my friend here?
Yeah, and it's just sort of walking around. Like, are you saying anything to the Fae, or because like they've backed like way off now? Like they cast the fairy fire, and then they've all ran and hid.
I think it's probably smart that they're backed off, but I hopefully at least some of them are near enough by that if something springs to mind, I can get in touch with them.
Okay. Yeah. And it goes. Was bound in the chain, bound by chain. Freedom feels good.
Does somebody bind you in a cursed magic item? That'll happen. You get too frisky out on the prime material, and someone's going to come along and put you in a box, or in a ring, or a sword, or some nonsense.
Yeah, and it just sort of turns, it tries to look at you, right? And just goes...
It's basically the only thing clerics are good for.
Yeah. It says, don't like being bound.
Fair enough. Who bound you?
And I think that we would get, a sequence. You would just... Mm-hmm. I don't know how much you want to let yourself be influenced by its telekinetic powers, right? But it would show you.
Sure.
If you want to watch the cutscene.
Yeah, I'll watch a cutscene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's, very stereotypical. We basically built it in the Dark Souls 2 engine. You know what I mean? Or not the Dark Souls 2, excuse me, the Diablo 2 engine, right? Where it's running around just like this barren hellscape of impossibly, built rocks and everything. And much like you said, angels and devils were fighting each other. And it was, nearly dead and fled into armor of another dying soldier.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, I was hoping maybe it had been Zahn. That would have been great.
Right, and then at that name, right, we were both taken out of the vision. It says, right. Zahn, hate Zahn.
You hate Zahn too? Oh, thank God.
Finally, something we can agree on.
Perfect. All right. Well, I have good news. Me and Wilbur here, the young man you're possessing, we also hate Zahn. Are we talking about the same Zahn? Eye scar, white hair, pointed teeth?
Yeah, and he nods and cracks a smile.
Perfect. This is great. I'm going to go capture Zahn. Wilbur, very important to my capturing Zahn. If you could just give me Wilbur back, I can, I don't know, find you another host. Maybe we can work out some sort of timeshare agreement. A lot of options, really.
Yeah. He says, can you break the chain?
I've got it on very good authority that you should never break the chain.
All of our budget's gonna go to leasing that song.
Running in the shadows. Chains.
Careful. What's going on YouTube? Sorry. We're gonna get demonetized.
Do you have a name? It's weird to just think of you as Shirt, and I'm definitely not calling you Wilbur. So what's your name?
I really want you to call him Shirt now. But he replies, Astaroth.
Astaroth. All right. Well, that's relatively pronounceable. So I guess that's your name, and I'm not going to just derisively call you Shirt, even though that's what I was hoping for. All right, Astaroth. Here's the rub. You get out of my boy. I'll find somebody to unbind you, and then we'll go defeat Zahn. How's that sound?
Yeah, I think he walks really closely to you, right? And he lets just enough of Wilbur through that Wilbur, like, right? He grabs onto you, which you're well within your rights to, flinch or dodge or...
Yeah, he grabs me.
Yeah, he grabs right a hold of you, and he's, like, pouring shadow claws out of Wilbur's hands, but he retreats from the face part of it, right? And you see, like, the points that are, now bleeding, right? He's, like, got, like, a spike collar kind of thing. They retreat into the shirt, though the hands on you stay, right? And Wilbur's, I imagine crying and also terrified and still blind from the poison ivy.
Yeah.
And Astaroth's like, break the chain.
Okay. I need clarity here. How do I do that?
He can't look around, but the camera pans towards the adamantium nutcracker.
Oh, yes. The adamantium nutcracker.
Strongest metal in the universe.
Quid pro quo. You let my friend go, and I'll break the chain.
Yeah, and he returns to the face, right? And Wilbur just, right, kind of, his head, lolls to the side or whatever, right? His eyes roll back. Astaroth returns to the facial portion, and he goes, is that a deal?
Yeah, that's the deal.
All right, you can go ahead and tick off a little extra XP for made a deal with the devil.
We're not even level 2 yet.
Just right as soon as you agree, he right all of again right like bloody all the way around both arms, bloody around the belly, bloody around the neck. Not like gushing, but like very fine points that were pressing into his flesh.
All right, so we're gonna get that off of him.
Yeah, wipe him down. He's panic. He's losing his mind. He's just like openly weeping, scared, upset.
Do you guys have something that'll maybe help him like sleep for a little bit? I think my boy just needs some rest.
Oh yeah. Tagaron just runs up, and it's like it. You really hope it's dirt, but there are worms sticking out of it, and it has smell lines, right? And he just pow right upside Wilbur's head, and he just down and out.
Okay, well do you guys mind if we rest here for a little bit for my friend here to recuperate?
Yeah, I think they just like look at the shirt and like just leave it there, don't touch it.
I do wonder. I didn't have to. You guys were saw, right? Like he didn't make me sign anything, did he?
No.
I don't sign anything. Can I have some knowledge of how such things might work? Did we have more like a handshake deal, or is this a magically binding bit of hoo-ha?
Are you talking to DM Dave or Astaroth?
I'm talking to DM Dave.
If you wish to not play by the rules that you set forth with the devil, that's fine by me.
Well, let's be clear here. A devil, not It's like Asmodeus showed up. All right.
Sure.
The devil.
Just
He's the devil.
Astaroth.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna throw religion.
Okay.
That is an 18 plus 5 is a 23.
Nice. Okay. You're trained?
I am.
Nice.
I have a bunch of skills.
So I think that you know, like Wilbur's out for a little while.
Yeah, he's taking a nap.
Yeah, but the shirt also seems to be taking a nap.
That's good.
You definitely like didn't draw it in any blood.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in gray area there. You're in uncharted waters. I guess we flip it on you, right? Has Alberforce ever made a deal with a devil before?
I mean, I did in fraternity as like a dare, but
Sure.
the devil that they have at Kappa Phi is like he's
It's like a lazy old imp.
yeah, he's just like a lazy old imp. He's like,
Get me snacks.
me a root beer.
Right. Yeah. Everybody does. If he ever actually turned in those names, he'd be a pit fiend in a minute.
Yeah, but you know,
He likes what he's doing.
yeah, he's got a pretty sweet gig.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably the first thing you notice, right? Like there's no paperwork. Yeah, right. It was verbally, agreed upon and potentially verbally binding.
We didn't oath on anything.
Right.
He didn't say swear by the kids, like none of that. No, he just said break the chain, and I just said, yeah, all right.
You said okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but we didn't oath on anything.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Listen.
I think
all right.
I think the thing that you would think about a 20 whatever was pretty good, right? You're like, yeah. I think that your fear is he is still on Wilbur and he did not seem to have any compunction about hurting him.
That's true. All right. Can we get him off of Wilbur?
So as you like start pulling on that chain, I think you get to like mid rib cage and all of the shadow claws dig in. And I don't know how far up you pull him, but it definitely wakes Wilbur up again.
Oh, dang. All right. Well, adamantine. It's a tiny adamantine mallet. I'm like, all right, well, actions have consequences. That's lesson number 2. You lose your head for 1 second in this game, I tell you. Bonk.
Sure. So your intention is to break the chain?
Yeah, break the chain.
You want to leave it on him for a while and keep arguing with the devil?
Nah, that seems like a bum gig.
Okay.
Well, actually, that is an interesting idea.
I'll break it, just like next week.
The thinking is that maybe there's a world where Wilbur has this armor, which is a magical suit of armor, for what it's worth. It serves him well in the dangerous and daring do in his future. The demon sleeps because we are pursuing the goal of defeating and destroying Zahn, which he also doesn't like.
Sure.
And then maybe should we run across, say, a friendly to neutral aligned cleric who's willing to maybe lend a hand here? Maybe we can make something happen.
Banish it without ruining the chain.
Yeah. No, that is a long shot though, and I feel like we're just opening ourselves up to getting really blown out. I think we should do right by our boy Wilbur and unmake the mess we made. So I'm gonna take the tiny adamantine mallet. I'm gonna.
Sure. Okay. Create almost like a chisel of magical energy driven by an adamantium hammer, and like all you have to do is just crack it. You know what I mean? Crack a single link in this thing.
All right, I crack a single link. Sorry about this, Wilbur.
Yeah, just like up against.
Yeah, we'll make it like a spa week.
And then like a sicky black ooze, right, just pours out of this chain, right, and just like for so long, and it just kind of coalesces in this like little puddle.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing anything, or are you just waiting for it to happen?
If as that's happening, I'm gonna get the chain off of Wilbur.
Yeah, which comes off now.
Oh, good.
And then when it seems like all of it has drained out of the chain, the puddle just leaps off the ground and just flies away like a very elongated bat.
Not gonna lie, played that one a little poorly, but you live, you learn. That's lesson number 3. You're never too old to learn new lessons. Wilbur, he's unconscious right now.
Right, and I think like that's when he wakes up. He's like, I hurt all over. He's just bleeding from a dozen wounds again.
Yeah, let's see if maybe we can talk to these woodland creatures, see if we can maybe stick around for a while. It's just rain. It's not going anywhere.
It's like adventuring is really hard.
Yeah, you're telling me, bud.
That's so good. I think that like was it Dapple Enchanter, like they bring over like such good visuals. They bring over together, they're holding a leaf, right? That two hands on each side, and on the leaf, perfectly stacked up again, are a bunch of nuts, and now blueberries on the very top of like the nut pyramid. They just fly it over to the two of you.
Perfect. All right, Wilbur, rest up. I think we'll stay here for a few days until you've gotten your get up and go back. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a few new spells in it for you for being such a good sport through all this.
Is that a pyramid of nuts again?
Yes, it is.
He looks in the general direction of the fairies, right? Because he can't see. He's just like, please don't hurt me. He just goes to try and take one. What a sad couple episodes for Wilbur.
Oh man. Yeah. Damn you, consequences of my actions. I cast protection from consequences.
Ooh, great spell. Very high level, though.
What's the point of having hirelings if you don't use them to test magic items? Come on.
I feel like a few Arcana checks and identify spells might have saved us a lot of trouble there.
Well, I thought it was shadowy in the sense that it was going to make him really good at hiding. I thought shadowy is in like the way that it often gets used in 5th edition now, where it's like, ooh, stealthy.
Yeah.
I was not correct.
Yeah, shadowy in the sense of a bound shadow demon.
My B.
Total my bad.
We played that bad. I don't know what to tell you.
Astaroth had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
Astaroth, he had us the first half. I am a powerful wizard.